Hi, good morning to English lesson with Teacher Sue Ann. So we're going to continue our lesson today, the next lesson. All right, remember, for those who are watching the video, you have to write down your answers on a piece of pen and paper, using a piece of pen and paper, and then you can send in the answers. So today we are going to go to Captain Nobody, chapter 10 and 11, keyword practice. All right, so I'm going to ask you a question. Why do you need to learn? Why do you learn? Some of you answer that we're going to get knowledge, right? It's important. Right now, in this time where it's COVID, got a lot of things that's happening. Try to learn as much as possible so that you don't waste your time, right? Never stop learning, for when we stop learning, we stop growing. So you need to learn so that you don't stop growing. Okay, it's not just to learn for exams, but you just remember this information for knowledge, right? To learn and grow personally. And if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Okay? 如果你是不要学东西，没有人可以帮你。如果你是肯定要学的东西，没有人可以stop 你。Okay? So you need to learn that if you want to learn. Okay, I see a lot of you in this COVID time, very good. We are learning a lot of new things, trying on new gadgets, new tools. A lot of you are learning new things, and it's very good. I see a lot of you ask questions. I don't know how to do. Let me ask how to do, and then you come back to me. So good that you are on this track. Okay, keep it up. Good job, guys. All right, we're going to continue our lesson. So remember, we have to write our answers for those who are watching the video, and quiz time. So you need to be able to complete lesson 6 and 7, and then 8 and 9, then only you can do this one. If you haven't do this, please go watch the video for 6 and 7, 8 and 9, then only you can do this one. If not, you will be very lost. Okay, so try and complete that first. So today we're going to do listening and a lot of writing. We're going to focus on writing a little bit more because we're going to retell the stories. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to identify the meaning of 12 keywords, the new 12 keywords for chapter 10 and 11. We're going to use 13 sentences to summarize chapter 10 and 11. And we're going to answer 25 questions in chapter 10 and 11. And then we are going to retell. We're going to write the sentences for chapter 6 to chapter 11. So we are going to rewrite what we learned before. We're going to remember again what we have learned. All right. Before this, Newt doesn't know who he really is. 我不懂我是谁. All right, but now we're reaching chapter 10 and 11. He has already known his new identity. His name is Captain Nobody, and his adventures begin in chapter 11. So this is sort of like the beginning of all his new adventures, right? From don't know who he is to knowing who he is. So first we have the vocab. Then we're going to do the story. Then we're going to retell the story for chapter 10 and 11. And then we're going to revise chapter 6 to chapter 11. All right, ready? Everybody good? First, let's do the vocabulary. So we're talking about discusses. Discusses means to talk about topic. Okay, membincang. Okay, I think this, my opinion. I see. Okay, you want to discuss. Late. Okay, you are late to appointment. Okay, you set a time and then you are late. So this is lambat, going to some place after you set the time. Laugh, very easy. Ha ha ha. Xiao, gelak. Hard time. This is a difficult time. Means it's a terrible time. So we are in a hard time. Okay. COVID-19 is a hard time because everybody cannot work. A lot of people are running out of money. Everyone cannot go out. So it's a very difficult time. Okay. Masa yang suka 难的事件. Next word is ignored. Ignored. You can see these people here who are out here. They are not ignored. They are together. But there's one person who nobody notices. So this person is ignored. Diabaikan. 没有人知道他，没有人理他. Decision is the next one. So we have to make a choice, okay, between doing something. Buat keputusan. Like COVID. We have to make a choice to go out or don't go out, stay at home, make a decision to stay at home. Dumpster, very important word for chapter 11, a place to throw rubbish. So some dumpsters are small, some dumpsters are big, but this one is a big dumpster. So tong sampah besar, okay. Then you have drums. drums is the whole set. Okay, we have a one whole set of drums, but if you're talking about this part is the bass drum only, the bottom part. Okay, bass drum is one only. If you have the snare drum is the top one, then the cymbal, this is the set. Okay, but bass drum is one only. So acrophobia, this is a big word. Acrophobia. Acrophobia means you're afraid of heights. Takut tinggi, 怕那高的，很怕高. Alright, so you see this boy, he's scared, he's out there, scared. So there are 4 sentences the way you can use this word. The example is Newton has 有 other acrophobia. Okay, Newton has the fear of heights. Has means other 有. Okay, but if Newton is afraid of heights and Newton is scared of heights. So you need to know the difference. Has and is got difference. Next, walkie-talkie. It's how you send message over to people. Roger, over, right? Walkie-talkie. And climb up to a high place. Okay, so you know this. The last one is convinces. I'm convincing somebody, persuade someone to do something. So you want to memujuk, tolong lah, please lah, help me do something. Okay, so you're convincing somebody, right? So we're going to go to the next story. If you don't know the word vocabulary, please go back and revise. Important for you to know the words. Okay, so first we're going to watch the video for Captain Nobody, chapter 10. One day, Newton was late for school and found he got no school outfit. Unfortunately, he found out his mom has washed all his clothes, so got no clothes to wear. Then Newt wear his Captain Nobody costume to school and everybody laughed at him, ha ha ha, because he's wearing this outfit. Then only Cecil and JJ say, okay, no problem. You wear this, very cool. Okay, Mrs. Young concluded that Newt is having a hard time coping with his brother's completion. Thinks that he's thinking very hard. So she discussed with Principal Toomey, and Principal said that Captain Nobody is always welcome in school. Then after that, all Newton's classmates were fascinated. So they were like, oh, hi. Right. That's the end of chapter 10. Let's go back to this. So we have new people in our new characters coming in. Mrs. Young is Captain Nobody, Cecil, Newt, and JJ's class teacher, right? So she teaches them, and Principal Toomey is the headmaster or principal, pengetua of the school, all right? Appleton Elementary. So you have the 6 keywords: discusses, late, laughs, hard time, ignore, and decision. All right. So you're gonna look at it. So he was late to school. 他迟到了. Because there were no clothes for him to wear. His mother washed all his clothes. 妈妈洗全部的衣服了，但是没有干. Alright, so he has to wear his Captain Nobody costume. So everyone laughed at him except JJ and Cecil, because everybody know yesterday is Halloween, but today he come to school, he wear his costume. So everybody like, ayo, you sasau already. Alright. Mrs. Young thinks he's having a hard time because Chris is in a coma. So Mrs. Young 觉得他是想他的哥哥， so 他是不懂要做什么东西， so 他是要换他的 identity. Alright, next. Mrs. Young have to talk to Principal Toomey. So she discussed this with Principal Toomey, and then first is 2 of them. Then after that, add other teachers. One by one, the teachers come in. Right? So they discuss how to help this boy. What happened to him? He is having some trouble, right, because of his brother. All right, and then Principal Toomey make a decision that Captain Nobody is always welcome. So he says that he can wear this costume to school to help him, right, to get through this tough time. After that, everyone was looking at Captain Nobody and nobody ignored them. So after that, all the school students say, hi, Captain Nobody. Wow, so cool, right? So they are taking care of him because he also going through a hard time. So they want to be sympathetic. Okay. 他们是没有理他了，所以他是有讲 hi to Captain Nobody. Right, chapter 10. That's chapter 10. So we're going to chapter 11. All right, let's watch the video for chapter 11. So everybody thinking that he wear Captain Nobody because of his brother's accident, right? So after that, they, instead of teasing him, they go and say sorry. Oh, are you okay? How are you? How's it going? Be strong. It must be hard. I feel sorry for him. So he suddenly remembered that his parents have not seen him. If they see Captain Nobody, will they laugh or they will freak out? Okay, he don't want to make them upset. So he said, I must go home and change before mom and dad get back from the hospital. But when Newt is running, Cecile called him, Captain Nobody, come in. Newt's like, I don't have time for this. But Cecile's like, Captain Nobody, come quick. He asked him to meet him at the corner of Warren and Kendall. And Newt is like, where should I go? Should I go meet Cecile or should I go and spend time with my friend, right? I could be Captain Nobody just a little longer. So he meets Cecile. Captain Nobody, thank goodness you're here. What's so important that I have to come quick? Follow me. So he carried his red wagon, Cecile's with his red wagon, and then he wants to show him. He said, I can't tell you, I'll show you. So they see, wow, have you seen anything so beautiful? Cecile says, it's a drum. Okay, why? Newton is like, why am I here? Because there's no way I can climb up on a thing alone. I need your help. Cecile needs his help. Then Captain Nobody said, no, that's a dumb idea. I hate heights. I cannot climb. But this is a job for Captain Nobody. Okay. So he wants to help his friend. So he said, I'm not supposed to be anybody. I am Captain Nobody. All right. So he climbed up and then he get the drum and he passed it to Cecile. And then suddenly, pass the drum already. Suddenly there's a hand that grabbed his ankle. Ah! Right. So that's the end of chapter 11. All right. Next. So you have the 8 keywords. Make sure you remember. Climbs, acrophobia, dumpster. Dumpster must be big D. Bass drum, convinces, drums, walkie-talkie, and friends. All right. So you can see that Cecile saw the big bass drum at the top of the dumpster. Then he really loves drums. 他很爱那个鼓. All right, so he calls Captain Nobody to help him using the walkie-talkie. Roger, over, Captain Nobody, come. And then Newt has acrophobia. He's like, I hate heights, cannot. But Cecile convinces Newt. He memujuk Newt. This is a job for Captain Nobody. He is fearless. So Newt really wants to help his friend. So he climbs up the dumpster and gets the bass drum for Cecile. Right, we have already learned this story. If there is a different version of it, the more detailed version, you can use that detailed version. This one is just the most basic you need to know. Right. So now it's your turn. You want to retell the story. Remember our exercise every time. Get ready your pen and paper. I give you 2 minutes to remember the keywords. Okay, you can remember the keywords. Remember the new characters, the spelling. Right, important for you to remember the keywords, the spelling. Okay, you can pause the video here. Okay, after you finish, you can play the video. So now we're going to go next. So ready to write down your answer, right? Newt was dashed to school and there were no clothes for him to wear. So you can use the timer if you 1 minute, but you can pause the video and play it. All right, so you can play. Pause, write the answer. Okay, let's play, check the answer. Newt was late to school and there were no clothes for him to wear. All right, good. Next, he wears his Captain Nobody costume and everyone dash at him except JJ and Cecile. What do? All right, so pause the video, write your answer. Now we're going to check the answer. Laughs at him, right? They all laugh, ha ha ha. All right, next question. All right, who thinks he is having a what because Chris is in a coma? So who is this person? Okay, pause the video, write your answer, and then we're going to check. Okay, now we're going to check. The answer is Mrs. Young thinks he's having a hard time because Chris is in a coma. Okay, next. Mrs. Young dash this with who and his teachers. Who is this other person? So Mrs. Young dash this with who and his teachers. Pause the video, write your answer. Now we're going to check the answer. Mrs. Young discusses this with Principal Toomey and his teachers. All right, next. Principal Toomey made a dash that Captain Nobody is always welcome in the school. What did he make? Okay, pause, write your answer. Now we're going to check the answer. All right. Principal Toomey made a decision that Captain Nobody is always welcome in the school. Last sentence. After that, everyone was looking at Captain Nobody and nobody dashed them. What did they do now? All right, pause, write your answer. Now we're going to check. After that, everybody was looking at Captain Nobody and nobody ignored them. Okay, very good. So now we're going to go to the next section. Give you 2 minutes to remember the keywords. All right, 2 minutes. You can pause the video and then play when you're ready to go. 8 keywords, 2 characters. Let's go. First one. Cecile sees a big what at the top of the what. All right. Pause, write your answer. Now we're going to check the answer. Cecile sees a big bass drum at the top of the dumpster. Very good. Next. He loves, what does he love? Pause, write your answer. Make sure you know the right answer. Make sure the spelling is correct. All right. He loves drums. All right. Next question. Next sentence. He calls Captain Nobody to help him using a, what did he use? Hello, Roger, Roger. Pause, write your answer. Now we're going to check the answer. Walkie-talkie. Make sure it's the right spelling. All right. Next. Newt has, what is he? What is he? Look at this very tall what? He is. Pause, write your answer. All right, next. Acrophobia. Make sure the spelling is correct. Next. Cecile, what? Newt, this is a job for Captain Nobody. Right. So pause, write your answer. Now we're going to check. Cecile convinces Newt that this is a job for Captain Nobody. Newt wants to help his who? Help his. Okay, check your answer. Wants to help his friend. He only got one friend. He want to help here. Cecile. Next. He, what does he do? Up the dumpster and gets the bass drum for Cecile. So he, right, check your answer. Climbs up the dumpster and gets the bass drum for Cecile. All right, very good. So now is the time you go to quizzes. You go to out of this slide and then you go play the quizzes. Check your memory. Okay, so now this quiz, I changed a little bit. You have to type in your answer now. Okay, differently. So you have to remember, got S, no S, ED. Try and remember. After you finish the quiz, you can come back to this video and we're going to retell the story from chapter 6 to 11. So you have to test your memory. How's your superpower? You have to write the sentences for each chapter on a piece of paper. Then you can send it back to me by a picture. Okay, then I can check for you. If you want to add details, you can add details. I will check your details whether got factual error. All right. So this is chapter 6 and 7. So you can pause the video here. Pause the video, and then you can try and write the sentences. Right? Write the sentences. So I'm going to discuss the answer. You pause, you write your sentences already, then after that you send to me the picture. All right, so the first sentence is JJ, Cecile, and Newt are planning to make their Halloween costumes, right? Newt did not make any costumes because he doesn't know who he was, right? He was distracted by Chris, number 3, by being in the hospital. His mom is sad and misses Chris. So to cheer her up, Newt put on many layers of Chris' old clothes. But before he can show her, his mother went out. Then Cecile and JJ came over in their costumes, but Newt has no costume, right? So JJ and Cecile modifies Chris' old clothes to give him a new costume. And this is when he became Captain Nobody. All right. So that's chapter 6 to 7. Now I'll go to chapter 8. See whether you can remember the 5 sentences. All right. You can pause the video, write your sentence, and then you can try, check. Okay. The first one is JJ, Cecile, and Newt go. They went trick or treating, right, to the house. Then the husband and wife, they can guess who Cecile and JJ's costumes are, but they cannot guess who Newton is. They saw the word CN on his mask and they asked, who are you? Right. Then Cecile say, he is a commander. JJ is like, continue. Nuclear, commander nuclear. But suddenly, Newt felt a new confidence and he said, nope, you can call me Captain Nobody. All right, that's chapter 8. Please send me your answers so I can check for you. Chapter 9. So let's try, check. Okay, you can pause the video here and try and write the sentences. And we're going to check the answers. So now I'm going to tell you the answer. So here, Cecile and JJ think that his name is cool. Newton is now felt confident with his new identity. Yeah, I'm somebody else. Even JJ and Cecile thinks he sounded like Captain Nobody and not like his usual self. So when he came home, his mom was asleep. He was very sad and disappointed because he wanted to show his mother his costume. Before he goes to sleep, he reassures himself, I'm not supposed to be anybody. I am Captain Nobody. Right, that's the end of chapter 9. Please make sure you send in your answers. Chapter 10. So we have the 6 words here. And this is chapter 10. So you can pause the video, write your sentences, and we can check the answer. So I'm going to check the answer. Newt was late to school and he has no clothes to wear. Then he wore his Captain Nobody costume to school and everybody laughed at him, was laughing at him, but except for JJ and Cecile. Mrs. Young thinks Newt is having a hard time because of his brother Chris, who is in the hospital in a coma. So Mrs. Young discusses with Principal Toomey and other teachers what to do for Newton. Principal Toomey makes the decision that Captain Nobody is always welcome in the school. After that, everyone looks at Captain Nobody and nobody ignored them. All right, this is chapter 10. Now we go on to chapter 11. All right, you have more pictures for this one, 8 keywords. Pause the video, write your sentence, and then check your answer. So we're going to check the answer. Cecile sees a big bass drum at the top of the dumpster. He loves drums. He calls Captain Nobody to help him using a walkie-talkie. But Newton is afraid of heights, or Newton has acrophobia, right? Cecile convinces Newt that this is a job for Captain Nobody. Newton wants to help his friend, so he agreed. He climbs up the dumpster and passes the bass drum to Cecile. That's the end of chapter 11. Remember, it's okay if you don't remember the sentence word by word, but you need to know the details, right? You can add details or remove details. You depend on you, okay? Check back the book. If you want to add details, it's okay. You can add details. Don't worry. Okay, it's better if you have details because you need to remember the story so that you can use it as evidences in the novel writing, all right, answering the question. So that's the end, and I hope you can achieve these objectives. you haven't achieved the objectives, please go back and revise. Okay, thank you for coming for the lesson. Okay, see you in next Monday. Bye.